As with most 300-year-old clocks, this little clock has not got a contemporary document drawn up by the Lord Chief Justice, signed by the Archbishop of Canterbury, lodged in the Bank of England to prove that it belonged to Queen Mary. But there's lots of supporting evidence, as well as the oral tradition, that this little clock was owned by Queen Mary when she was married with William, and they were joint monarchs. So this is a very complicated period of history, of English history, because after the death of Cromwell, his son took over as Lord Protector, and he hadn't got the personality to control the army or the Parliament, and basically all law and order started to break down. Charles II was invited back, and he came over with his brother, and within a few months, James was marrying heavily pregnant Anne Hyde. The child was born about 2 months later, but unfortunately died. And they had a second child together, who was named Mary. At the age of 15, Mary was betrothed to William of Orange, the Prince of Orange, and they were later married and went back to live in Holland. So basically, William and Mary were cousins together. And when James started bringing back Catholic laws, there was a lot of outcry against him. And William and Mary came over to England, and James just fled and left them to the kingdom. So some recent research by Jeremy Evans of the British Museum has found an invoice to Queen Mary herself from Tompion, listing for £40 a clock in a red Boulle case. It's thought that that is the invoice for Tompion putting the clock in here. And you can see Tompion's signature, which he's hidden within the matting on the dial here. And it's also on the back.